Moaning Lisa, written by
Ooh.
Al Jean and Mike Reese, directed by Wesley Archer.
And that was episode 6. Episode 6, series 1, season 1.
Season 1, yeah.
And it was awful.
It's,
Fucking awful.
it wasn't great.
No, I think it's the worst one of the season so far.
Quite possibly.
It's probably the worst. I've not seen the rest of the series yet, and I'm dreading it now. But it's probably going to be the worst one until like season 11 or something.
Oh.
What?
I don't know. Okay. Where do we begin?
Alright, well then, this is the first episode of I think only 2 to feature Bleeding Gums Murphy.
The most popular Simpsons character.
Is that where they gave him a spin-off, didn't they? It was in that Clint Eastwood film Bird.
Oh yes, yeah.
That came out before The Simpsons.
Yes, it was referencing the future.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a legitimately good film though. Clint Eastwood,
I've not
Forrest
seen
Whitaker, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's a genuinely great film. But anyway, well, not sully its name by mentioning it in this.
In the same sentence as Moaning Lisa.
Bleeding Gums Murphy is barely a character.
No, he's a bit of a kind of, I guess, racist caricature, really.
Of blues and jazz musicians. Talk like this.
Oh God. Yeah. No, he wasn't. No.
But that's the voice. Is it? You think is James Earl Jones that plays him?
No.
Does he play him later on though?
No.
What's that?
What happens is like Bleeding Gums Murphy dies, and then in the sky she sees Mufasa, who was voiced by James Earl Jones, and he's like, "Avenge my death, Kimba. I mean Simba."
And then
Darth Vader appears, who was voiced by James Earl Jones. And then the voice of CNN appears. He goes, "Mr. CNN." And then Bleeding Gums is like, "Guys, I'm trying to talk to Lisa."
But I thought the joke was that they were all played by James Earl Jones, including Bleeding Gums.
No. The joke is that it's like when Bleeding Gums Murphy appears in the head of the sky, like in the cloud, it's like that scene in Lion King.
Oh, I just thought the joke was that they were all played by...
No.
Oh, so he's not played by... Is he played by anyone? Anyone famous?
I don't think so.
No.
Not to my knowledge.
Probably Matt Groening.
Yeah, maybe. That joke of episode is just to call back to the Lion King. He's taking the piss out of all the different James Earl Jones voices.
Alright then. That's not a good episode either. Well, it's okay that way.
It's okay.
But this episode is just god awful.
Yeah. I mean, like, the central idea, I guess, like, I think it's weird that these episodes deal with depression so much, but I think the only Simpsons character who could get away with an episode about depression probably would be Lisa.
Or Mo.
Oh, Mo, yeah. But no, like, the central idea I think is good. Like, Lisa's depressed and she can't quite articulate why, and...
Yeah, well, she discovers existentialism, essentially.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like Sartre and stuff like that, yeah.
But I think it doesn't work as well because she's only 8.
Maybe that's
she
the
was
joke.
12.
Maybe that's the joke, but like, it's like, an 8-year-old shouldn't be thinking this.
It's not a funny joke, though.
No, it's not. That's a problem.
No, so this episode spends a good 10 minutes of its runtime on Lisa being mopey while other people do happy things.
Yeah.
And that joke, I can name at least the first scene is that where Bart and Homer are in the knock on the door and it's all joyous with them and she's miserable. Then the next scene is the exact same joke but with a cupcake.
Yeah.
And then the next scene is they're playing like
dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
And then the next scene she's mopey and they're playing on the video game.
Yeah.
It's just too repetitive, the structure of the episode.
Yeah, it's too much. It's like we get it. Lisa's depressed. Very like I don't think the B plot really works that well.
No, there's a B plot in this where
first time it's B plot in Simpsons.
Yeah, a real B plot, not the fake B plots they started having in. But yeah, you can. That's a good, I suppose, that they're developing a B plot. At least it shows some kind of ambition.
Yeah.
But the B plot is only like 2 scenes, doesn't really work very well.
No, not at all, really.
No, I mean it's dated horribly. He's ashamed of being a man who likes video games. And
I was gonna
say,
yeah. There's that woman who's like, "Sir, you should be ashamed of yourself." Or how about like, I think today, like if an adult male went into an arcade, he wouldn't even raise an eyebrow if arcades even existed.
Exactly. Yeah, but I think you could do that joke now, but you would have to make the figure of the joke the woman rather than Homer.
Yeah.
So the joke would be that someone still thinks.
Or also thinks like, all the guys play video games.
Yeah, she still thinks that's ridiculous, and the joke would be that it isn't ridiculous. And then, yeah, you could do that joke now.
That's the basis of most of Big Bang Theory's writing.
Yeah, but the Big Bang Theory clearly... Oh, I know. The Big Bang Theory is awful.
Well, yeah.
Because it's condescending towards...
nerds.
Well, yeah, it pretends
that show doesn't have any jokes. The joke is, he said Star Trek, it's funny.
Exactly. It's just the most condescending pile of shit ever made.
I completely 100% agree.
It's
Dislike this video all you want, by the way.
Yeah.
We're taking down one of the most popular TV shows in America at the moment.
Yeah, but the kind of people like that aren't going to even want to watch a Simpsons thing. They won't understand the concept of analysing things.
No. Oh, no. Yeah.
But they won't understand what analysing is, what makes good TV. They won't
why
understand.
would you ever want to analyse something?
Exactly. I imagine that they just sit at home and watching it
Bit of watch the TV, just passively like.
Yeah, they're like,
Sheldon.
I've heard of that, and that's about the extent, and it's an interesting topic to bring up because that does go for at least it tries to attempt the kind of humour that The Simpsons does occasionally in pop culture. Yeah. But the difference is it's the most vacuous pop culture references imaginable in The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, it's more like he's dressed as Batman.
Exactly, but a great show like The Simpsons or Community or something would go deeper into why that's.
Well, I don't think it'd be deeper. I just think it integrated better into the jokes.
No, there are ways to do it deeper. Like there's a great one, not in The Simpsons as much, but in Community, which is like the main rival to that, they would do it would be deeper. The reason they'd be referencing it would be because that's the only frame of reference they have.
Well, yeah. I mean, like it was, that's quite.
There are ways to do it.
That's quite a common writing trick. It's like it's obviously we're going to get no subscribers, but it's like it's handled like in Clerks, but really poorly.
Oh,
you know, like when we talk about Star Wars randomly because that's the only frame of reference, but it just comes out of nowhere and doesn't really work.
No, the best way to do a pop culture reference is if it relates in some way to what you're saying.
It's got to relate to the plot, yeah. It's like if you want to visualize something, you'll spoof The Simpsons will spoof a movie scene, or something. I can't think of any. Oh, the episode where it opens with Bart sneaking around the house trying to steal the money jar, and then Homer comes.
Oh
in.
yeah.
It spoofs the opening of Raiders.
Jones.
Yeah.
But they take it to such a degree. But it's funny.
Yeah, it's slightly different to Raiders, but it's not exactly the same. But it's a callback to Raiders.
Yeah, and it works. It's really
it's good.
That's a good opening. That
and all the gags kind of play against your expectations. Like Homer becoming the boulder goes after Bart, and then when Homer slams into the garage door, his stomach just pops out, and little stuff like that really works.
And the things established within the show beforehand. Like Homer's established as the kind of person who would run after Bart.
Who would be like a boulder, yeah.
Yeah, and Bart's established as a troublemaker. He doesn't suddenly switch into the kind of person who do that, which is the worst thing a pop culture reference
yes,
can
definitely,
do.
yeah.
Someone becomes the Alan Alda from MASH.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
But yes, anyway, so that nothing to do with this really.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
There isn't a single pop culture reference in this one, is there really? I don't think. Unless if you can count the video game, which is, I think, meant to be Ready to Rumble.
I got more Punch Out.
Never played that. I don't even know what it is.
Punch Out's like the classic NES 8-bit fighting game.
Ah, okay.
I think it's more of a spoof of Punch Out.
Ah, alright.
Yeah, because it kind of plays like that. The music's kind of similar as well, and the characters kind of look like a couple of characters from Punch Out.
But yeah, so we'll go back to what we were saying about the depression. You're right, we've covered 6 now.
6 episodes.
3 of them, the main plot line is someone's depressed or the whole family's depressed. Yeah. Even Bart the genius, Bart's depressed when he's in the school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, and it sees a retreat. I don't think this one would work in a later series.
No.
They're not as grounded. This is like
This is about a very serious topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're more surreal, the later series. They still have heart, and they still are good and great at doing these kind of storylines that are meaningful, but they approach them
from a different way, the writing's different.
But yeah, this was just a poorly written